Assalamu alaikum, good afternoon, and welcome to Knowledge Talks, a weekly edutainment and knowledge sharing program aired live specifically to share with you topics that contribute knowledge to society. Every week, Knowledge Talk hosts and invite guests that are experts, professionals, leaders, artists from the field that locally bring wealth of knowledge to you. Knowledge Talks also highlights and promotes talents in the country that contribute knowledge and success to the nation. This program, ladies and gentlemen, is a weekly session that I will have with you every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. I'm your host, Tariq Hilal Al-Barwani, along with our studio engineer, DJ Ayub, for an hour bringing you free knowledge at your doorsteps on Oman Radio FM 90.4. Now this week I have a very interesting guest with me. He is an artist, he is a musician, and he is indeed with me. Now before we get him on air with us, I would like to first let you listen to one of his products, and that product is One Night.
I'm just waiting for the green light. Tell me if it's okay. Let me take you away for the whole night and day. We could hang out and play. I honor you like royalty. Now, girl, you such a precious thing. Can we get busy tonight? I wanna be your lover and your friend, hoping for you to be my fan. And what you got is what I want tonight. Turn the music up, just for one night. You be my girlfriend. I'll be your boyfriend. No one has to know. Keep it on the low. It will be the night you will always remember. It will be the night you will always remember. It will be the night you will always remember. It will be the night you will always remember. It will be the night you will always remember. Baby, you drive me crazy. Your style is fancy. You're so amazing. You want it in the middle. Can't deny that. I must admit that you my right match now. In this world, you got me caught up feeling deep side. So high, nigga, you be my paradise. You the one I fantasize. I wanna own you for life. I honor you like royalty. Now, girl, you such a precious thing. Can we get busy tonight? I wanna be your lover and your friend, hoping for you to be my fan. And what you got is what I want tonight. Turn the music up, just for one night. You be my girlfriend. I'll be your boyfriend. No one has to know. Keep it on the low. It will be the night you will always remember. It will be the night you will always remember. It will be the night you will always remember. It will be the night you will always remember. It will be the night you will always remember. You know, you high, can't see, can't breathe. On the floor, you mean, so smooth, so sweet. Brown skin, red hair, no thighs, so fair. Hey girl, with you, get down with me. You know, you high, can't see, can't breathe. On the floor, you and me, so smooth, so sweet. Brown skin, red hair, no thighs, so fair. Hey girl, with you, get down. I wanna be your lover and your friend. Lover. I wanna be your lover and your friend. Lover. Turn the music up, just for one night. You be my girlfriend. I'll be your boyfriend. No one has to know. Keep it on the low. It will be the night you will always remember. It will be the night you will always remember. It will be the night you will always remember. It will be the night you will always remember. It will be the night you will always remember.
One Night. That was the song. That was the art. That was the creation of the man himself, SG Salim Ghalib. He's an Omani artist and songwriter who built a career from a studio at home, but today has records throughout the region with an established event company supported by major companies. And he is my guest today. But the question is, who is he? Salim Ghalib, Salim Bawazir is he. And yes, he is my guest today, ladies and gentlemen. And Salim Ghalib is also known as SG and has already made a brand for himself in Muscat and soon across the region. And yes, he's going globally as well. SG established his own events company called SG Events. This company was mainly for network purpose and creating a bigger fan base for the music. SG Events contributed very unique events supported by major companies. Today, SG will talk to us about his beginnings, his interest to progress as an artist. He will share with us his challenges and future plans as he puts a dedicated plan to reach the global arena. Salim Ghalib, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam. How's it going, Tariq?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad.
You have created a great brand for yourself, Salim.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
In fact, your music, which we just played right now, One Night, it's one marvelous song that you have created.
Man, to be very frank with you, I haven't heard this song in a while because, we recorded it over 3 years now.
Okay.
Until, of course, with the promotion and the whole marketing, myself and my producer Ali Al-Amri,
okay,
who actually wrote the song with me on the hook.
Okay.
So, and I'm glad that a lot of people tend to like the song till this very day. I've got a lot of people still asking about the song or still viewing the song over the net and so on. So
okay, it feels fresh, you just started it yesterday.
Like hearing it right now is I was like, wow, okay.
Oh, is that me? What you're saying when you're listening to it, is that me?
I was just like, it's been some time. It's been some time.
Tell me about the video. I've seen the video, and ladies and gentlemen, you could also view the video if you go online to youtube.com and write and search for the keywords.
Yeah, just search SG, and when you write One Night, just write the number one, not the word one.
Okay, so it's the number one, and that's it is, and where he aims to be, number one. That's where SG aims to be. Now tell me about the Lamborghinis inside the car in that video.
Funny thing is that we had the whole script of the video. Everything was put on place, and the very last bit was the vehicles. So I know I've got a lot of friends of mine that have sport cars, but I just didn't know at that point how to get things done or how to approach them, because what's it like, everyone's busy. So I had a friend of mine actually, Nader Al-Aisri, I believe he was here previously. So he basically told me, let's just arrange a couple of meetings, get things done, and see how we can take it forward from there. So we went to, and funny thing is, we didn't go to any other showroom. We went specifically to Lamborghini.
Okay.
And
with J-Berg.
Yeah, with J-Berg. Big ups to J-Berg. So what happened was, like I said, we went there, and at that point we met with the marketing manager, and we just, we pretty much put everything in place. We told him what we want to do, and we had 5 days left. So it was really challenging. I was like, if it happens, okay. If it doesn't, it's fine. We could. At least we tried. There's always a solution, basically. Yeah. And he was like, fine. What I need is just a proposal, and you need to let me know when it's taking place. And there's a couple of things that he listed down. So I had worked on it like it's an assignment, which it was an assignment, to be honest. Yeah. So we had sent it down to him, and he reviewed it. He got back to me in 48 hours, and he told me, go ahead, it's approved. And and we took it from there.
I like that the thought that you guys said we would go to one of the leading cars.
Exactly.
And try it, and you said you just give it a try.
That's true.
You don't know what would happen.
That's true. And that was my approach was different. My approach was because I had too much on my plate. Yeah. So I was like, instead of focusing on that, I need to focus on other things. There's other things,
like the product itself.
Exactly. But he was telling me, my friend was telling me, no, we need to go and we're not losing anything, which he was right, by the way. Yeah. And that's exactly what happened.
And it paid off.
It paid off.
I love that.
It got people's attention.
Yeah, it got my attention too. SG Salim, what is behind the name SG?
Well, it's very simple, by the way. My name is Salim Ghalib, so it's S for Salim and G for Ghalib.
Oh, no, that's nice. There you
That's
go.
it.
So SG, that's what it stands for.
Yeah.
And Jibberk,
Oh,
Long story.
You might need to ask him.
in fact, I asked him when he was here, when he came in the show, mashallah,
Okay.
and he's an amazing guy as well.
Oh yeah, very
Yeah.
talented dude.
Yeah. Tell me one thing. When did you start your music career, and who influenced you?
I started my music career. It's been 10 years, over 10 years right now, and we started as a group. We formed a group called DK back in 2004, and it was myself, my brother, Ali Al-Amri, and Hisham Al-Yahyai. He's also a personal friend of mine. My cousin Ghalib Al-Mandari, and we had Qais Al-Khabouri and Aziz Zakwan. So we were like 6-7 guys like in one group, and
DK.
It was called DK. Yeah,
What does it
and
stand for?
Drama Killers.
Wow, my man.
Yeah. And we pretty much had 2 hit singles that a lot of people know to this very day. And later on, the coming years, we branched out. We had a lot of people that, I mean, within the group itself, everyone started focusing on other things. I have my cousin that went down. He traveled for studies, and some people did this, some people did that. So 2009, to be exact, me and Ali decided to brand SG as a solo entity rather than having it now as a group, because I think that was kind of the best way to go. You start as a group, people get the heat, people see what you guys are like and so on, and then from there you pretty much need to start focusing on yourself. That's when you actually can have your own decisions, and you can start focusing on what you want to do rather than having a group and you start having a lot of agrees and disagrees and so on.
Do you see that having solos or single individual in a music industry, he or she would be better off than being in a group? And why I'm asking you that question is I'm looking at some of the groups like NSYNC, for instance, or Backstreet Boys. All of them ended up having the individuals singing their own songs. Like now, Justin Timberlake, for instance, he has his own singles. And
Absolutely. I mean, the thing is, always to me, like, getting as a group is good. Starting as a group with it, I mean, it's a lot of energy basically when you have a group, because everyone would be different than the other. That's most of the cases. But then after some time, especially the fact when you kind of feel like you'd rather do things on your own, because sometimes you might feel, I'm not saying this is what happened with us, but I'm saying you might feel like you're putting more effort than the other people in the group, and then at the end of the day it's just and then that's one thing. Another thing is it just doesn't happen. Sometimes it doesn't survive. Like I'm talking about in our group, we're like 6-7 people. So and one time we were 5, and then we became 4, and then we became 5 again, and so it was just best for us to do our own thing, and I think that's what's happening with a lot of artists as well in the West, that they start off as a group and it dies out, and eventually they start picking up things on your own.
So you
on
think
their own, sorry.
it is probably as you rightly put it, it's not doesn't act like a team, but rather as a group. So as a team is more really of you are all dedicated with one goal.
Exactly.
But
Team is like you're achieving like one goal. Group, it can be just a group of people going for coffee or whatever. But overall, I think in short, I could be wrong, but with my opinion, with my experience, I don't think that a group normally does last for years and years.
And this was an example, like we got like the NSYNC and even the Beyonce's group. What were they called?
Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child. She left herself, and
exactly. That's what happened. So
So an artist, do you think there is a future for anyone to pursue music?
Well, currently there is, but let's just be honest. Right now, with the music sales, there's no sales. Like right now, internet is the present. So if albums come out, if whatever comes out, any product comes out, everyone just gets it online, and downloads it for free. So the challenging part right now is that record labels as well have an issue of getting an artist out and selling their products, because like I said, internet is the present. So the only way to do is getting shows involved. You need to get as much as shows you can. It's not like before. YouTube and all these other apps did not exist, but now it's all there. And so the best thing is for you to get as much as shows you can, as
Live
much
shows,
as
yeah?
shows. Yeah,
Okay.
because that's what pays off at the end of the day.
Okay.
So if anyone has that thing of pursuing music, I mean, it has to come natural. It has to come as a passion, first of all. You can't just do it for the sake of doing it. But I think there is, because the market is still open, and it's accepting new talents, new artists. So
Yeah.
it's just the way how you do it. You need to drive the way of basically reaching to the top and making sure that your music gets played and so on. So.
There was a time where people would go to a music store, okay, here in Oman and even outside of Oman, to go and look for a certain song or an album.
Yeah.
Today, these musics are available online.
Yeah, that's true.
Not only that they're available online with platforms like iTunes and so on that sell them, but they are also available, as you said, illegally to be downloaded. Do you feel this in certain way kills the creativity and the music industry per se? You feel it does?
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure for the artist at the end of the day, because you can imagine you're working hard in the studio throughout the weeks and months, and then at the end of the day you put your music out there and you want to get something out of it, and it's there for free. Like myself, I used to purchase these CDs that you were talking about going to the stores, buying them, and so on. I used to do them. And those were the times, I'm talking about late 90s, those were the times that like records were really selling.
Yeah.
But now it's a lot of pressure. So this just gives you, I mean, as an artist point of view, they kind of need to think out of the box now, rather than sticking to that, selling their music on stores and so on.
Yeah. Because there's not much stores available. Everything is now e-stores, right?
Very true.
Yeah.
Very
Ladies
true.
and gentlemen, the number to call in is 24602058. I repeat, that's 24602058. I am here with SG Salim Ghalib, and he is here to respond to any questions you have. He's the man, and yes, he's very much available if you have any questions to ask today. Now, tell me one thing, Salim. What about in Oman?
Yeah.
Now we talked about in the global arena. It's a challenge. Do you feel it is even a challenge here in Oman?
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, with my experience, to be honest, we've been doing it for like 10 years now almost, and
I've been 10 years working on.
Yeah, and I don't think there is any venue that we didn't perform.
Okay. So there are venues available in Oman.
I mean, like we've been performing in a lot of venues. We've been performing everywhere. A lot of people have been seeing us, but the thing is coming back to the fact of is there support? Do people like sponsor musicians here? Here's the thing. Like obviously in the West, you get people that sponsor musicians that listen to what you have to say, and you can take it from there, because record labels are available. So in Oman, we don't have record labels.
Okay. What
so
about across the region?
Across the region, like, okay, let's just talk about our neighbors that's just next door, Dubai, for example. I mean, they had few, but the ones I know, first of all, they all shut down, and they were not like big major companies, and but to be very honest with you, especially right now, I think with the way the music is best just going independent rather than focusing in having a big record label, and I mean, personally speaking, I don't think that's the way to go nowadays, because I've seen a lot of people, like I've seen a lot of artists that I also listen to their music and see what's it like. Having that big label that we used to think it's big and glamorous it's not one of the things that you would be focusing on right now. So you're best off doing independent, and it's just about working extra hard.
Being passionate and working hard. Work hard, you get results.
Very, very true. Yeah.
And how are you planning to take over everything? How are you planning to take over?
Well, I've been, to be very honest, I've kind of like haven't really been on the scene lately in Oman. I've been really busy.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I took a year off, but I kind of like went on my own zone for a bit. Just started like writing songs, but I was not putting them out.
Okay. The reason why I was asking you, by the way, how are you planning to taking it over, or how are you going to take it over, is because I'm going to answer that question. And ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick break as we listen to "Taking Over" by SG himself.
Beats by Omri, we here to tell the spot. Welcome to the Mid-East, this is my home. I'ma say it loudly in the song. Raising the O, that's where I'ma launch. I'ma steal the show, check my swag on the run. Okay, I'm so red hot, beats my army, we here to tear out the spot. All views on me to come through when the top. Fly like a bird rising up to the top. I'm keeping myself ready, the beat is getting crazy. I'm about to spark the world, I'm going higher than the ceiling. Take a close look at me, I be round the ceiling. I'm on the floor, I won't let go, now y'all can't stop my movement. We make the world go round, round. From my city to your town, all around, round. I'm about to get it poppin', get it poppin'. We taking over, we taking over. We make the world go round, round. From my city to your town, all around, round. I'm about to get it poppin', get it poppin'. We taking over. Day and night, hotter than the street light, knowing the last mile. But just in my dream, I'm that one of a kind. All I gotta do is push it over time. See, y'all know me, born and built to win. Action speaks loud, y'all can't imagine. Sitting down on the classic, yes, the word magic. But it's just up to date now, yet to be completed. I'm keeping myself ready, the beat is getting crazy. I'm about to spark the world, I'm going higher than the ceiling. Take a close look at me, I'll be round the city. I'm on the floor, I won't let go, now y'all can't stop my movement. We make the world go round, round. From my city to your town, all around, round. I'm about to get it poppin', get it poppin'. We taking over, we taking over. We make the world go round, round. From my city to your town, all around, round. I'm about to get it poppin', get it poppin'. We taking over, we taking over. So set me on fire, I wanna get heated. It's taking me higher, losing control. I've been many places, I've seen many faces. I'm feeling this pressure. Now here I go, now here I go. Now here I go, now here I go. It's going down now, it's going down, it's going down now, it's going down. Now here I go, now here I go, now, 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 now. Here I go, here I go, here I go. Down, down, down. Now here I go, now here I go, now, now. Down, down. Now here I go, now here I go, now, now.
Taking Over. That was the music that you just heard on air, and that is by SG himself. SG, now that's what the reason when I asked you how are you planning to take over. Can you please tell us about this music?
Yeah, I was about to, but then the music kind of came and it interrupted. But anyways,
It took over.
taking over. I mean, yeah, we're focusing, we're working hard. Like after doing the music for multiple of years right now, so I kind of know what needs to be done now. I kind of like have like a checklist what needs to be done from A to Z. So I'm just excited and I'm looking forward for 2015. That should be a good coming year for myself.
Okay,
So,
inshallah.
inshallah,
Mubarak.
yeah.
And I wish you a happy and a pleasant new year.
Thank you very much, Lala.
Muqaddaman.
Thank you, much appreciated.
Now tell me one thing.
Yeah.
Do you have a role model or people that I know I've asked this question, but I want to know more about if you've got people, for example, in the family members or so on who are into this medium.
Definitely. Like one of my influences was my dad. My dad was a musician back in his days.
Okay.
And he's the one that gave me the first mic at the age of 2 or 3 or something.
Okay.
And I remember that we had a flat, and then he had given me this mic and setting with arranged a karaoke night for us kids, and I had my cousins that were coming down, and it was crazy because I didn't know that this would be my passion, because I started off like just listening to music, and then I
Okay.
started imitating artists,
Okay.
and then as years and years went by, I think I was a teenager
Okay.
when I started like my first tape, and it was like I think a group of us. I can't even remember, but we were in school, and we were just
Okay.
doing it for fun,
Like father that like son, and that's
Like
what they
father,
say.
like son,
ذاك
yeah.
الشبل من ذاك الأسد,
That's true. That's true.
Okay. And what about artists, international artists? Do you have a role model per se?
Well, when we talk about artists, I always like select my usual suspects, which is Tupac, Notorious B.I.G., of
Okay.
course, Michael Jackson. We all
Okay.
grew up listening to Michael Jackson's music. Artists that really had putting out messages. Bob Marley, of course. These are the people that kind of influenced me in terms of writing and making something good, making something different.
Yeah.
And of course we have the new artists that are coming out that I listen to and I enjoy their music, but overall we still and always listen to the legends.
Okay.
These are the legends basically
Okay.
that I just mentioned.
Okay.
Mm.
Now, who's supporting you?
Currently with the music,
Yes.
right now the thing is we got a project that we're working on.
Mm-hmm.
Myself and Hisham al-Maskari.
Okay.
Shout out to Sham first of all. Go get that album, Take Your Body Over. It's on iTunes. Just letting
Okay.
people know if they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And we have good, currently there is a good project that we're working on. There's a good deal that's going on, and we're doing an album. Not an album. It's like an EP,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called It Takes Two.
What does EP stands for?
Extended play.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does it mean?
Extended play is I'll just call it a better way of saying, instead of saying a mixtape, just call it extended play. It's more classic basically.
Okay.
Yeah. And so yeah, like I said, we have currently AMZ, who is Abdul Manam Zawawi, who supported Sham's both albums right now. He'll
Okay.
be supporting this project,
Okay.
and he plays a very big part in this project as well.
Mhm.
And we just working hard. Both me and Sham are learning from one another because knowing him, he's been always the type of person that had the network, that had the connections, and he would know how to tackle situations, and especially when it comes to the marketing point of view. And myself, I've always been the type of person that loves to write music. I enjoy writing music, and it's been my passion since I was young. And together we kind of like said, okay, let's just get this. We wanted to do this in a while, but we kind of felt like this was the time right now. And we came up with the name. We called it It Takes Two.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like both of us representing the best of both worlds kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
It takes two to make things happen.
exactly.
I like
so
that. It takes two to tango two.
it
Na-
takes two. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you have, mashallah, a nice voice, by the way.
Thank you very
So
much.
you do write.
Yeah.
You sing as well.
Yeah, I sing. Yeah, sing and
Obviously you
rap.
sing.
Yeah.
Both of the two songs that I've
Both,
heard
yeah. Singing.
top of the pops. Can you sing on air right now?
Wow.
Wow.
I'm put on spot. I would have, but I think.
Come on, just few words. You see, even the studio engineer just saying, "Come on, Tariq," just asking to sing a little bit, few words.
I kind of rap more.
Sure,
I mean,
okay, go ahead.
So you want me to do it right now?
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
I was trapped in your game so quick, caught up in every situation that you got me stuck with.
Oh, yeah.
I'm living to regret all the mistakes I did.
Uh-huh.
You took me for a ride that I couldn't cope with, and it's hard to forget. All good?
My man, oh good. That's what I call original. That's what I call artist. That's what I call musician. I like that.
All right.
Now, what equipments do you use as well as an artist?
As an artist, well, that was mostly Ali's department, Ali
Okay.
Amla's department.
Okay.
He was specialized with all the equipment and getting things, putting the music in place, because he was my producer.
Yeah.
And till
And
this,
he's still.
till this very day, I still consider him my producer, although we haven't, worked together in a while.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of like, he's kind of been busy with his own thing, and
Yeah.
which I respect that totally.
Yeah.
And but who knows? Like we're still in touch because he's my brother
Yeah.
overall.
Okay.
And hopefully one of these days we'll get back, because he was the mastermind of all that, and
Okay.
he was the one that actually went to Dubai and studied a course of sound
Okay.
engineering.
Okay. Wow.
So
So
that
it's important
pretty much
sometime
tells
to
you a lot.
I agree. And I think so. It's important to have. I think that would be called a team then.
Oh yeah.
Where you've got someone in the front end like yourself, the leader, who goes out and takes out the product.
No,
out of songs.
we were a great team.
Yeah,
Like,
great team.
I think everyone knows that me and Ali Amr were a great team.
Yeah.
And right now, like me and Sham as well,
Yep.
we are also forming a great team. Like we've seen each other in the studio, and the main thing of connecting with an artist or connecting with a producer is how you guys get with one another in the studio. So you need to understand each other in the studio. So, and that's exactly how we are.
Okay.
You know.
And when it comes to making money, it's really to getting shows, making shows. Is that
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't live shows,
Correct.
sponsor shows?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We have a caller, ladies and gentlemen, online. Let us just pick up a call.
Yeah,
Hello.
sure.
Hello, Mr. Barwan. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm Rose from Muscat.
What's your good name?
Rose.
Joel. How are you doing today, Joel?
Rose from Muscat.
Okay. You must be enjoying our show today, and we have SG with us here today on air.
Yeah, I've had I'm very happy for that for Melody Talk program. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome.
Thank
And
you.
SG is very happy here. Would you like to say hello to SG?
Yeah. Hi. Give
Hi. How's it going? I'm glad you're enjoying
Hi.
the show. First of all.
Oh, thank you for the music.
All right. No worries. Thank you. Thank you for listening.
It's a good job anyway.
Okay. Nice talking to you.
Yeah, I like to talk to Mr. Barwan.
Okay. And very happy to talk to you.
Oh, Mr. Barwan, I'm sorry to interrupt the program, but I wanted advice from you.
Oh.
I'm having a dream of acting, but I don't know how to start. I don't know what to do like those guys with music. But for me, I like acting. I don't know how to start. I don't know what can I do.
No problem. What we're going to do is in the coming sessions, we're going to invite, as we do in Knowledge Talks, we invite experts to come in. And in the coming session, we'll invite some actors to come in and we're going to talk about acting. And inshallah, you are going to be one of the great actors, inshallah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very
Another
much.
thing,
Okay.
can I have your phone number or to connect you?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to ask the studio engineer to pick up the call. And we will catch you after the program today. Would that be fine?
Yeah, thank you. Send greetings to the guest. I'm happy.
Thank you very much. Okay, so
Yeah.
That's really, really interesting.
It was.
Now, tell me one thing. Have you experienced a tour around the region?
Tour around the region, man. I have experienced. I wouldn't call it a big tour. It was one of those tours that we just had it in both countries, like Oman and Dubai, and it lasted for a couple of weeks. It did not last for months, basically.
Okay.
It was exciting. It was a good journey, but it came with a lot of difficulties and so on. So.
Oh, that's good, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been around the region.
The region, meaning Dubai and Oman. Like I said, we went like back and forth. We had musicians that it wasn't really my tour. I was like featured on the tour. It was these Dubai-based artists, and it was crazy because it was. I remember it was Dubai, then Oman, and then back in Dubai, and then Abu Dhabi, and then 2 days off, and then back, and so it lasted for a couple of weeks, and it was good.
Okay. Last week when I spoke to you, I heard that you've coming up with a new single.
Yeah, we are coming up with a new single.
Okay.
But I have worked on a song before, and it's one of the songs that myself and Ali did it a while ago.
Okay.
It's called Close Enough, but I don't think people got the chance to listen to the song, and I decided to have it on air today. It's a slow song.
Wow.
And I just hope people like it.
And nobody heard it before. And this is the first time we're going to play it on air.
This is the first time that it's being played on air. That's for sure.
Lovely. There you go.
oh my, you put me on that high. Wanna get close to you, right beside you, wanna stand right by your side. Every step, every move you make, that image you desire. Those eyes that I see, the smile that you give is killing in the night. So I decided to set a table for two, just me and you, nobody else. A lot we could do, like take few pics. Your hot lips is what I want, please. In the beach, holding hands, kisses and hugs with. Fixing up the mood right, in the zone I wanna be in. Let me be your godness, I'ma show you love tonight. Treat you like a princess, you deserve the finer things. Bless you with my kindness. Now baby, would you come a little closer? I'll be your protector, be there for you whenever. Anything you ask me, do you just like that? It's real talk, you rock my world, I'ma rock your body.
One reason to play by your rules is the fact that I'm gonna never ever get over you. Girl, you got me closing up, got me closing up, got me closing up, got me closing up. One reason to play by your rules, got me doing things that I never wanna do. Girl, you got me closing up, got me closing up, got me closing up, got me closing up.
I know you're feeling shy, girl, it's quite too obvious. It ain't my fault that you so dangerous, scandalous. Now we gon' be a perfect team, a king and a queen. Definitely gon' rule, we gon' get all of the needs. I'm excited tonight, can't complain tonight. My wishes come true for us to cherish the life. Money's not everything, yes, diamond's your best friend. I'ma buy you something special, not Mercedes-Benz. Buck wild with you, I'm down for you. The support, I'm alert. Your request is my concern. I'ma watch and confirm. Girlfriend, you just earned that hot scene. Now let it burn. Now, baby, would you come a little closer? I'll be your protector, be there for you whenever. Anything you ask me, do you just like that? It's real talk. You rock my world, I'ma rock your body.
One reason to play by your rules is the fact that I'm gonna never ever get over you. Girl, you got me closing up, got me closing up, got me closing up, got me closing up. One reason to play by your rules, got me doing things that I never wanna do. Girl, you got me closing up, got me closing up, got me closing up, got me closing up. Girl, stay close to me, say girl, stay close to me. That's exactly what I like. Girl, stay close to me, girl, stay close to me. I swear that it feels so right. Girl, stay close to me, say girl, stay close to me. That's exactly what I like. Girl, stay close to me, girl, stay close to me. I swear that it feels so right. One reason to play by your rules is the fact that I'm gonna never ever get over you. Girl, you got me closing up, got me closing up, got me closing up, got me closing up. One reason to play by your rules, got me doing things that I never wanna do. Girl, you got me closing up, got me closing up, got me closing up, got me closing up.
Close enough. That was the music that you just heard.
Yeah.
And that was SG's product as well.
Exactly. That's the, like I said, that's I think one of the last songs that we did as part of the my last project that I did with Ali. So
Okay.
so right now, I
Yep.
just wanted to share it with everyone.
Okay. Two of the products that you, the music that we've heard. Why do I say products? I use the word products. Because
Yeah.
they are products. Two of the music that we've played earlier had videos. This doesn't have a video, right?
This doesn't have a video. This was just done, at my place, the home studio that I had that I have at home, and we just kind of did it because we wanted to have a different sound. Having a slow sound rather than having all the music up tempo and so on.
Okay.
So
You have a company, SG Events.
SG Events, yeah.
Can you tell us some more about it?
SG Events, I formed this, established it about 2 years ago right now, more than 2 years. Because one of the passions that I had was also making events, coordinating with different event makers. So I was like, rather than every time I go and follow up with different event management companies and so on, let me just do my own thing, let me just branch out on my own. And I had a friend of mine that gave me that idea. It's like, you know what, your name is a brand, so why don't you just call it SG Events rather than thinking of another name? And as soon as we started that SG Events, we got all the documentation in place and so on. We started with, unique kind of events, farewell gatherings, birthday gatherings, and we had like kind of unique, approach, comparing to other people in the market. We started arranging like sport nights and so on, and that pretty much built a fan club for myself.
Okay.
Like a lot of people that didn't know that I was out as a musician pretty much started knowing that, oh, this guy, he makes music as well.
Yeah,
So-
I tell you that you have a lot of fans. A lot of people
you.
love you, SG. I tell you that. You got people who are working with me, people who are in my list, people from relative. They really, really like you. You have got a nice voice. You're
Alhamdulillah.
an artist, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lara.
Tell me one thing. What inspires you as a musician today, and what drives you to work the extra harder?
What inspires me, it's pretty much me being dedicated, being passionate about my music, and seeing musicians in the West that started as artists and where have they reached today. They're all considered as entrepreneurs. You talk about someone like I'm sure everyone knows Diddy, Sean Combs. He started as a producer, he went to an artist, and then he did this, he did that, and now he's got different restaurants in the States, and he's running an empire basically. So this is, music is one thing, but you kind of need to allow yourself to adapt in getting other things done and so on, and that's what continues, like that's what gets me going on. I always tell myself it's never too late, just work hard, get your music done. We've got this project coming up right now, myself and Sham, and let's just see how it goes. And we're aiming for it to go global. Yeah, just like how he did on his project, his previous projects and so on. We want to do the same thing. We want to do the same approach, the same launch. So it's going to be crazy for 2015, hopefully.
Okay. What does it take to be a musician? So we've got some of the listeners right now here would like to become a musician. They would like to become SG. What would it take it to be?
To be honest, it's like you just need to love it. You shouldn't just think of doing it for the sake of doing. You shouldn't think about the money. You shouldn't think about that. You should just
You should be passionate about it.
Be passionate about it. Just be very normal. Be yourself. And like me, I've always been doing music, and right now working extra hard and sponsoring my own videos, like which we did. We had companies, of course, that sponsored the first one night video, but the second video was sponsored by my own company, SG Events. So you just need to drive and just sky's the limit. At the end of the day, do what it takes.
What about confidence?
You have to be very confident.
Especially when you go on
confident.
shows.
You have to be committed. You have to be committed. That's the main outcome and the value of an artist is being committed to his work.
Tell me, what would it take for someone to make a music? Would it take days, or normally, let's say for one song, or put it this way, the one night, how long do you the whole product, from the music, from the writing, from the video, and all that?
Wow, that was, I think it took it took few weeks. It took few weeks, but then the thing is, you need to make sure that you, like, if there is something that you're not happy with it, even if it's just a line and you want to perfect it, you need to go back and do it. Like me, and like I remember these days, like those days when I was working with Ali, that he's the type of person that really likes to perfect things, which is very good. So we'd had to go back and forth, change this, change that. He wouldn't like this sound, he wouldn't like that. So it can take weeks, especially if you're focusing on a hit record, and you know that this record has potential to more. Do your best at the end of the day. Always put a single out as if it's an album. Don't just make it seem like, oh, it's just one song and I'll put it out, and just work on it like you're working on a project. Just one song, work on it like extra hard. So
amazing, right? That's definitely nice. Anything you wish to share with the audience before the end of our program today?
Oh yeah, I definitely want to thank everyone, first of all, like the people that are listening and the people that have been supporting me, the people that sponsored my music video. They pretty much know who they are. I want to thank my friends, my close friends, family, of course, my producer till this day. I mentioned his name, Ali Amri. I want to thank my siblings, obviously, and Hisham Miskri is one of the person as well that was always one of the people that believed in my work. Tanzanite, all the people that are doing good things in the market, that are putting out, that have energy for for the locals, for the youth. This is the time right now. So and of course, I definitely won't forget the other local artists that are doing music in Oman. I really want to thank them. They also know who they are, and I'm sure some of them are listening. They've always been very supportive of my stuff as well.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Definitely.
Salim, SG, thank you very, very much for joining us today on Oman Radio FM 90.4 to share about your passion, the challenges, and your plans. And I wish you all the very best. New Year is
Thank
just
you very
2
much.
days.
It's
2 days.
It's in 2 days. Yeah.
Yeah, what's your plans for the New Year, by the way?
I'm flying tonight to Dubai.
Wow, what's cooking? What's happening over there? What's crack-a-lacking?
As we speak, yeah, in a couple of hours, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I've got like friends and my brothers there, and
Okay.
get together and stuff.
There's going to be huge traffic and all
I'm
that.
sure, yeah.
over there,
That's
lot of
why I
crowd.
didn't decide to drive. Yeah, I was like, I'd rather just,
Yeah, I wish you all the best, and I
Thank
wish
you
you
very
Happy New
much.
Year.
Same to you, Tariq, and thank you for having us in this show. Much appreciate. I enjoyed it.
The pleasure is mine, and I hope you make great strides, inshallah. And I would like to take this opportunity to wish you the very best and success in all you do.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our program for this week. I hope you all had an intriguing time with us. Let us catch up again next week on Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. for a knowledge session. I'm Tariq Al-Barwani, along with our studio engineer DJ Al-Badri, wishing you all a happy and a pleasant week, and yes, and a happy New Year. Ma'as salama.